Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted Dungeon Master Brian, welcoming you once again into the digital rage room as we prepare another episode of our Dragon's Demand run through. As always, before the show, I like to do my little rant and rave. One of the things I did want to mention is that I know we said it a couple of sessions ago that the Hard Slingers are going to be converting their 5e characters into another system. I don't want to give that away just yet. I think I already said it in the past. If you want to phase back. If not, what we plan on doing is putting together an episode and kind of talking about the diversion from the 5e mechanics into what they're going into and what they may like about it and what they may not, or what they may be more apprehensive about. Not that they won't like it. I love that. I love that system, and I'm just not going to tell you, though. You got to either wait or you got to roll back. So either way, I did also mention in the past several times that we're planning on running a few other systems, Starfinder, more Delta Green coming your way, other older RPGs, as well as still trying to bring some more of our Rolling for 20 episodes to trying to put a few more things out there for you hard slingers to listen to and enjoy, just to help you on your ride to work or while you're at work or while your better half is maybe yapping at you in the background. You just want kind of laugh, smile. Yeah, no problem. Meanwhile, you got the Ragers bringing it to you, and that's us. We want to keep making sure everybody's having a good time. As always, if you're enjoying the show, please pass that information on to a friend or a family member. Let them know that the show exists and tell them how great it is. Also, if you feel inclined to, head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20 podcast. For as little as $1 a month, you too can help us out, help keep the lights on, help keep the cameras rolling, and just all around be a great helper of the show. We would really appreciate it. None of that goes unappreciated. I think other than that, the only thing I want to mention also, like I said before, don't forget, follow us on any one of our social media footprints. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're out there on all the popular podcast apps: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeart Radio, and all the other little peripheral third world nation podcast apps. Make sure you leave us that 5-star rating and review on whichever app you do listen to the show on. Well, I'm not going to hold you back any longer. Prepare to bite on the reins and let's do this. Warm up your dice and top off your glass as Roll the Hard 20 podcast presents episode 23 of our Dragon's Demand run through. Take it down a level.
What?
Who is this lady?
Right?
She always comes in at the most opportune times.
Right. So no, the nurse that I was working with was like, oh yeah, I found these 2 other monitors. So I'm gonna hook them up to my other 2 monitors. And so then I'm gonna have, like these many monitors. I'm gonna have this system on one, this system on the other. I'll have this other system here, and then this will be the main screen that I work on. And I'm like, you're not exactly the most computer literate person, and you're going to do this? What?
She's like, I want one monitor for Hulu, the other one for Amazon Prime.
You catch her down at the cafeteria. Aren't you supposed to be monitoring your monitors? It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Oh my God, too funny.
Yeah, dude. I had a breakdown with our system today, and it's just a long day.
Yeah,
you guys have never done the electronical CDK, correct? Did they enforce that with you guys already?
No, they thought about. They said they keep pushing it off. They keep pushing it off and off.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, is that where you're doing your electronic multis? And stuff?
We've been doing it like that and submitting it to parts for parts request. The thing is that we got the system down, like the shop does, but it is time consuming because you have to wait for the parts department to get it done and then ship it back to the writer. And then everything gets delayed like 2.5 hours. So if you're a waiter, your waiters are like now 4 hours, if that, because by the time you hear a reply back for just simple cabin filter or wipers, car's been down the line. You already ran through like 4 other cars by the time you heard back from that one car. So it's just been backtracking us.
Dude, Chris, you're like my new favorite person, just FYI.
Here, I'm gonna help you with even more. There's a bunch of
Nudes. It's a bunch of nudes.
Hey,
Oh,
send it on the-
yeah.
If they show
Send it
up
up in the
blurry, I'll
party
give you the
chat.
good ones. Don't worry. We'll show you Chad.
Well, the hanging Chad.
Yeah, Chad. Hangs a little to the left, but it hangs.
What's going on, Nick?
Nothing much. Just working.
Through the week.
Yeah. Literally just I get off of work at 6, so I just have to like switch computers and
Me too.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, wait, you said you get off work at 6. No, I get up for work at 6.
Oh no, fuck that.
Dude, I
Walk
get
at
up
9?
at 5.
6 a.m.
That's 2 o'clock your time.
Yeah, but Brian, you're like that, old get off my lawn guy. I mean, that's what you do.
Oh, you should see. I'll segue into this before we start up, but because we just moved in the house, and our house is like on the corner of the street, or like where the street kind of curves. So we've got like a pie shaped property, and it's huge on one side. Oh, that's right, Chad. Anyways, I guess the neighbor came over and was complaining to Brandy that Nala had shit on their side or whatever. Now their walkway is about, well, they don't even have a walkway, but their part of the lawn is like 2 feet wide. And so we have just all this Mongo space and everything. I was like, how the fuck did the dog get over there anyways? I seriously doubt that, but that's fine. We picked it up or whatever. So we're going to go through the association, and I'm going to get the authorization to run a metal gate down that whole side so that you could see their little properties. So just make sure, I don't want your feet on my lawn, put the Arlos all along the side over there.
Stay off my side.
Yeah, I'll tell you about keep off my lawn, fuckers. Anyways, that's how you do it. Bring a little California to Florida.
Oh
Mhm.
boy.
And the guy at work told me, I said something to him, he's like, oh, before I forget, fuck you. It's like,
Whoa.
it's
In
like,
case I haven't told you today.
yeah, in case I haven't told you I love you, fuck you. He's pretty cool. He's one of the guys. It's not you, Junior.
Chris.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting set up.
Uh-huh.
zooming.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I thought you were supposed to go like this. No,
See
mine
if I
doesn't do
could
it.
just put his window to sleep here.
Oh
Anyways, are we ready, guys?
yeah.
I'm sure you're more than ready because we're waiting on something, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted and faithful and ruthless DM, Brian. And with me, the hard slingers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Now, Chris, you just set off a trap and took 15 points of damage. Was that right? No, 14.
No, it was. I think we calculated 15 points.
Are you sure?
Let's
6, 7.
let's review
Yeah.
the tape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
15
let's-
points. Yeah, you're right. No, it's 15 points.
Yeah, it's 15 points.
See, you could have had one more hit point. Then you
But-
would have had Bob and George.
But you still, I still have to roll con save for poison.
You do.
I'm a rogue. I don't have much constitution.
It's okay. I have faith in you.
I hope Flint Hardstrike is getting his hands ready for me.
Now, not to be a total dick, I'm only going to have you roll the con once, not 3 times.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, I know.
So make it count.
That's right.
Rolled an 11.
Fail.
How many
Take,
points of damage?
you take 2 points of poison damage.
Okay, I'm dead.
You're just dying.
I'm dying.
You're dead inside. So,
Do we see this? Do we see Stabby in front of us just like go
Let
and then fall
let
over?
me give a brief description of everything that's just kind of went down. You guys, from the mouth from the opening of this large cavern that was just covered with straw all across the floor. You saw that across the way, I believe it was 50 feet out, there was another opening in the northern wall. Stubby went over there, found a trap, a tripwire, thought he had disabled it, and he didn't. He had shot 3 darts into him. All 3 hit him at head level, and he just failed his con save and just took this poison damage as he's now laying in the straw. And this is exactly what the 3 of you see. Actually, let me rephrase that. It's what the 5 of you see, because you still have Nighttail with you and Hack, her Velociraptor. You just watch him just and just right in the melon and just knuckle down.
Warren will run up to, because Stabby, if I recall, was trying to like go around. Stabby got stabbed. Stabby was trying to like go around a corner, right?
He wanted to see what was around the what was around the other side of the partition, because you couldn't see. You just knew that the northern part of the room where it exited went to the east.
Okay.
And as he was going up there to look around, and he decided he was going to check for traps right at that point of egress, and he found him, but he was unsuccessful in disabling that trap.
So last question then real quick before I actually do action. Do we know that this was a trap, or do we just see that he got impacted by projectiles?
Make a wisdom check on that, or an inside. Whoever wants to look at it.
All right.
Do an insight check.
All right. Something I'm fuck, of course. I was gonna say something I'm good at, and Flint got an 8.
That's okay. Warren got a 17.
All right.
Yeah, Nighttail doesn't know what's going on either. I think as he had mentioned before, he had not been down this far. But Warren, you heard the spring fire off, and just and then you saw him collapse down, and he was down there screwing around with something, trying to disable some. You have no doubt in your mind that he probably set off the trap he was trying to put out of commission.
Okay. I mean, Warren will run up basically to the edge and peer around it, and then assuming he sees no kobolds, he's going to like quickly motion over to Flint.
Okay, as you poke your head around that corner, you see that the room extends to the east. It's about 10 feet wide, goes down about another 15 feet, and there's a large 7-foot wide hole in the ground. You see from the ceiling a knotted rope that descends down and into that hole. That's what you see when you poke your head around real quick and pull it back.
Okay.
All right. And down.
This is going to look like a funny picture, by the way, but
what is that? A snake's head?
I know.
Beep beep. Meep. Fucking beaker.
It looks like a Meeseeks from fucking Rick and Morty.
When I drew this thing, I was looking at it, I'm like, that looks close to it, but yeah, just kind of creeping up on it.
Well,
And roll some initiative.
That's right. Against One-Eyed Willie. Okay, so tell me what you want to do, Warren.
I just like motion for Flint over to come over, and I'm keeping an eye in case that may have also alerted something down in down in what appears to be their next chamber, which is down.
Okay.
Yeah, Flint sees Warden's, sign and looks at a Sirkin, and he's like, "Move down." We're moving down.
Go tight, man. Fucking tighten that shit up. Freaking that hole.
So I want to check Stebby's condition. You said you failed the Constitution, correct?
I failed the con, and that's what killed me. Or I'm laying down. I'm resting right now.
All right. As
You're resting.
he's taking a
I'm
little
resting
nap.
my eyes.
Take 10.
I'm at least going to stabilize him. I place my hands on him and
Now,
say
when
a
you
prayer.
stabilize him, does that
It's
omit
cast.
the poison?
I don't know 100%. So
What are you using Spare the Dying?
Spare of the Dying, correct. So
Okay,
it
no, that
stabilizes,
will-
has no effect to undead or unconscious or undead if you're living at 0 or a living creature hits 0.
If you're living at 0.
You're living at 0 becomes stable. And it just says no effect on undead.
So is Stabby just taking more damage, or does he have the poison condition?
If he's stabilized, he's going to have to. He still retains the poison condition until he can make the con save.
Okay.
The problem is if he fails the first one, he gets poisoned and then he takes the damage. The second time he fails it, he actually goes unconscious. So it's kind of redundant at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For
I mean,
player wise, I'm going to take a look at the arrows that are in him and pretty much relay the information to the group that I think these are poison arrows.
Damn it, Jim. He's dead.
Damn it, he's down. Bring me my med kit. If I stabilize him, I don't know if he's going to take any kind of
well, if you don't,
reaction to this poison in his system.
I mean, if you don't stabilize him, then he's gonna die.
Well, the thing about it is, though, is you're metagaming. You don't know he's been poisoned. That's the reality. You just saw him
okay.
take the hits and go down. You know, other than the mechanics of what you heard,
Copy.
you don't know that what he had to save versus. So you just know that he went down.
Oh, fuck it. I'm reviving your ass. Yeah.
Just show him.
Give me a felt pen. Somebody. A marker.
Good. Tracheotomy. Use that dart. You're all huffing more poison into him.
So,
Okay.
Casting Spare the Dying, he's at least stable, so he doesn't have to make death saving throws.
Okay. I gotta check something real quick. Dex. It doesn't say, unless I'm missing it, whether or not he has disadvantage on saving throws.
Due to the fact that he's unconscious?
Unconscious, yeah.
What
Dex.
type of saving throws?
Yeah, because he's going to have to make a con save.
He shouldn't have disadvantage on like a Constitution saving throw to try to throw off a poison effect, unless the only thing would be, so if he has a poisoned condition, going back to metagaming a little bit, but if he has a poison condition, then that just means that he has disadvantage on
Attack rolls and ability checks.
Yes, not saving throws.
Yeah, it doesn't say that. Okay, well, I won't give him that then.
Okay.
You won't have disadvantage, Stubby, when it's your turn. Sirkin, what would you like to do from the mouth of this cavern, standing next to Nighttail?
I think at this point, I kind of realized the severity of the situation. And so I try to lead Hack and Nighttail towards the group where they're trying to revive Stabby.
Well, if you don't mind there, we're going to kind of trail a little bit behind you. We'll make sure no more of them darts fall out or whatever just hit your boy, going to hit us as well. You understand?
No, I think you guys can go ahead of me. I'll stay behind so you guys don't try to go back.
Roll an intimidation check on that.
Yeah, got up in his grill.
That is a 12.
12. He looks at you. He says, "Come on, Hack. Let's lead the way up here. I could see he's not going to let us go behind." And he actually starts leading Hack. Apparently, whatever you use, it must have been the inflection of your voice was enough to get him a little riled up. Because you got to remember, he's just a little thing, you know. And he starts leading his velociraptor across the cavern towards where Warren and Flint are at. That's where they stop and they look down, and he looks at Stubby on the floor there, and he says, I might have something that might be able to be of use to him, if you'll allow me.
I'll do a quick insight check on him. I mean, he's proven himself before, so I mean, he gave Warren a healing potion, so he's proven himself to be useful. Oh, so that's actually a 20, not a hard 20.
He looks very genuine and very sincere. You see him reach into his bag, the one that he pulled down off the shit pile, and he pulls out a rod. Looks to be made of some kind of a intricate metal that's interwoven with different layers of gold and silver. And he kind of aims it down towards Stubby, and you see this mild blast shoot off as you feel this invigoration, as you get this cure of wounds, and you start getting pumped up with HP for 6 points of healing. And he looks at you, Flint, and he says, I could see that you're a man of faith, are you not?
That I am.
But at times your faith may only take you so far, where the creations of those who dabble in the arcane might be of more assistance. Perhaps this might be of assistance to you. And he hands you this wand. It now has 16 charges left of Cure Light Wounds.
Ooh.
Stubby, as you slowly lean up off the floor, Stubby, you see him reach into his bag and he pulls out that silver Kindle dagger. He looks at you and he spins it in his hand and hands it to you, handle first.
I reach my hand forward and I nod, thanking him.
Perhaps you might find this to be of better use to someone of your kind than someone of mine. I assure you, I found it off the man. He was already dead.
Thank you, Nighttail. Thank you.
It's Mr. Nighttail.
It's Dr. Nighttail.
Don't you forget it.
Dr.
Oh,
Nighttail.
yes, sir. God damn it.
I still work for a living. Can Flint
My
do a
name's not
medicine check?
Ken.
Flint wants to do he walks over to Stabby now that he's up and conscious. He wants to do like a medical exam on it. Stabby, you need to sit down for a second. I need to take a look at you. You know, you've been concussed, you've been
Like
shot
he's
with
got
arrows. Now put your feet in the stirrups.
My ass supposed to be in the air?
It's perfectly natural. Don't ask questions. I'm a doctor.
He seems to be coming around from this. Whatever was ailing him, whatever took him down the final point, seems to be leaving him.
All right. You know, just want to make sure we're a long ways back to any town. So you've fallen down a few times. I just want to make sure everything's, running right. And I could see him doing exams, touch the tip of your nose. I just want to see if your motor skills are operating. But if he's clear bill of health, I say we could rock on.
Okay. Tell me what you guys want to do.
Flint, I'm still not feeling entirely myself. I appreciate Nighttail helping and curing my wounds lightly, but I still don't feel 100%. Is there anything you could do?
Well,
I'm
never
trying
tried
out a
one of these
voice.
before. So
Sound like an addict.
I
Just
haven't
a little,
tried.
just a little bit
Give me
more.
more.
Just a little more.
Sir, I'm just asking for just a small little bump.
Yeah.
The cure wounds, what is the dice for that one? Cure light wounds.
I'm going 2d4 right now. I was actually trying to look it up But I have to pull it up.
All
Just
right.
put that down for now.
Okay, 2d4.
I think that's what we were running in the carrying ground as well.
Okay. With that being said, I am going to try out this new magic wand of Cure Light Wounds and oops. Damn it. Sorry. And give him a hocus pocus hit with it and granting you 9 points of healing. Now
how many did you hit him with?
just one. You said 2d4, right?
Yeah. So how'd you get 9?
Oh,
If
because
the
I rolled
max
a
is
d8.
8.
Sorry, my bad. I hit the wrong
Jesus.
dice.
Nice try there. Nice trying to.
I know, right?
Trying to sneak
you
it
could
by.
You could at least done some better math than that. Holy
My
fuck.
bad. All right.
It was with advantage.
Still not bad. 6 points of healing.
Okay.
Now, does a wand count as a spell of any kind?
No, there's no
it's
somatic
no-
components to it. In fact, you don't even have to be trained to use it in
All
5e. In Pathfinder, that'll be different. By the way, like I said, when we get to 3rd level, as I hold up 4 fingers, we get to
Who
3rd
needs to do math? Who
right.
needs to do math?
All right. When we get to 3rd level, we will be changing into the Pathfinder underwear.
Okay, I was only asking because since my I am the life domain, I do get an additional bonus for spells that are cast. But if you're saying it's not a spell,
It's
then
not cast, no.
Okay, perfect
So.
then. All right, so Stebby, you are receiving some additional healing at least.
I feel so good.
You got a little.
Got a little something on there.
Got a little necrosis from your death saving throws
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so he's pumped up, invigorated. I don't know what the condition is of the rest of your crew. I
Yeah.
know Warren recently got healed by Nighttail as well.
Mm-hmm. Warren's okay. He's a little bruised, but he's fine.
How about you, Sirkin?
I'm about like half right now.
Half full or
half?
half empty.
Half empty.
Half empty. So what you're saying? All right. So I'll use one more because we need Sirkin to be up, and it's a D8s, right?
D4s.
4.
Jesus.
I know. I was fucking with you. All right. Here we go, Sirkin. Let's see. Not as great, but 4 additional points of healing.
Okay, I'll take it.
And that drops you to-
Once Stabby is back on his feet, Warren will look at him and ask, so I saw that you were trying to disable something. Are there more traps in here?
I don't know. All I know is that all I heard was a click and thunk, 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 and I was out.
Okay.
I'd be happy to look for some more traps.
I will assist if that is okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So
If you want to make it like an investigation check is normally for finding traps. I don't know if Brian's got some other role.
No, that's what I
Okay.
think we used last time as well.
Okay.
It was just the disabled device that I wanted him to try to beat, and
he did not.
he did not.
is there any Warren is saying that he's helping me. Are you
He gets a plus if he rolls over 10. You get a +2 for that.
all right?
That's Pathfinder in 5e. He gets advantage.
Yeah, that's
I'm just trying to prepare you people. What do you mean by
Sorry.
you people?
Don't mind me.
yeah,
Rules
what do
lawyer
you
go ahead.
mean,
here.
you people.
Go ahead and roll it. Yeah, go ahead and roll it with an advantage.
Okay, investigation with advantage. Here we go. 14.
14. As you're looking around the cavern, are you going into that partitioned area on the other side as well? Or are you
I am.
still-
No guts, no glory.
Okay. You spend about maybe another 10 minutes or so investigating that part of the room, and you don't find anything else. There are no more tripwires. There's nothing hidden in any of the walls or in the floor or in the ceiling. From what you could tell, everything appears to be pretty good, pretty kosher at this point.
What
You
what
had
else?
found the only trap, basically.
Okay. What else do I observe from this room that I'm in?
As I had described to Warren, you see that against the eastern portion of this room, 15 feet away, there is a 7-foot diameter hole that leads down into the floor. And from the ceiling, you see a rope that's got knots at intervals that extends down from the ceiling down into that hole itself.
Can I tell if the hole is equal lighting to what we're standing in now?
It's a little dimmer than what you're standing in right now.
Okay. And can I tell, is the rope really old or is it newer? In other words, if we were to use that rope, would it hold the heaviest party member's weight?
Probably. I don't think there would be much of a problem doing that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Hack would make it down in there.
We're sending him first. See how far it is. All right. Yeah, I'm a little curious about a little interested in that rope too. The rope seems like it's been fairly used by the Cabals, not like it's been abandoned and left by whoever mined the limestone in this quarry before, correct?
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem that way at all. Depending on how long the Kobolds have been in this lair is a whole other thing. But even though the rope looks old and you see that portions of it are starting to fray here and there, it looks as though the integrity of the rope is still intact. Like there's no portions that are completely frayed out or have snapped loose or anything.
Okay. And I take it Flint can see where the hole is, right?
Yeah, I'm sure at this point everybody's at that area.
Okay.
Right
Now,
where Stubby had fired off those darts.
Can I make I want to use my stone cutting to see if this was something that they used for the limestone, or is this something completely different and it totally reeks of Cabal?
Okay.
Yeah, I get advantage to that. Do it one more time because that one was shit and it wasn't that great. So I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you're not really sure what the you're not really sure what the rope would have been used for, but since you've been in the lair, you haven't come across any limestone. So
I thought we got one, wasn't it?
What's that?
I thought we saw one giant block of limestone when we entered one of the crevasses going down to let's see if I could pull up the map. Anyways,
that's you're gonna pull it up. Well, let me explain it to you this way. You don't see an abundance of it anywhere. I think the only thing that you might have seen that might have resembled some kind of limestone or other large boulders was when that floor trap had opened up in that one hallway before you found Nightel. But the thing is, you don't see any limestone being brought in, and it looked like most of it was confined to the quarry itself. So they're probably not bringing it up or moving it around to and fro. And most of it's submerged at this point as well. And it has been for over 100 years, I think.
Is the floor of around the hole, is it dirt or is it still stone? Like they honed through the stone to make this hole?
It's compacted flooring, but it's also covered with straw.
Oh, okay.
Just like the other room on the other side of the partition where you came from. The whole floor is covered with straw.
Any indications of people being in using the hole, like the straw kind of like footprints or anything like that?
Make an investigation check with that.
I just want to make sure that they don't investigation. Oh my gosh, I am rolling shit. That is a natural 1.
Nope. You don't even see your own footprints in this shit.
Well,
it looks safe. Let's go.
I mean,
fuck that rope. Get that thing out of the way. I'm diving in.
I mean,
I'll show you how to take damage.
Steffi, take notes.
So the question is,
Put that wand up your
because
ass.
the dwarf is smaller, but like weighs just as much and is thus more compact, do they take more damage when they fall? Let's find out. Shove.
Push that dude right in there.
Spartan me.
Spartan. Oh, every time I think of that, I think of you.
Anyway,
Nobody has my humor here.
we're
State's
not
got a
going to get
deficit
anywhere. We're not going to get anywhere, and there's no other way to go, right? There's no other chamber we've missed.
From what you can tell, you haven't missed anything.
So
You've managed to basically clear whatever this entry level is.
Mhm.
And everything has basically led you to this one room.
So let's go. Sirkin, you should totally go first with your new 4 hit points.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, I guess I'll lead the charge. Can I first look down into the hole and see how far down this actually goes?
Sure. Now you have dark vision, right?
Yes.
It looks like it goes down about 20 feet.
Yeah.
And from what you can tell, where the rope ends is probably about 5 feet above ground that looks sandy.
So Stabby will need help getting up. Got it.
That's fucked up.
It's all right, Stevie. I'll give you a ride.
Give him a ride.
I'll give you a ride down.
Okay. So at that point, I grabbed the rope, but then I actually turned to Nighttail. What was his name again?
Nighttail.
Nighttail. Turn to Nighttail and say, "Are you guys coming down? Coming with us?"
Well, I know that Hack won't be going down that hole. I don't know. Yes.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I'm just a little concerned about what might be down there. I have no problem taking over for Rogue has and leading this tribe, but I don't know what's down there.
Well,
And I'm not the bravest of souls. More of a scholarly kind of individual.
I will take a moment and look at like Stabby, Flint, and Sirkin, and then I'll turn to Nighttail and I will say, you have assisted us certainly as much as your freedom has warranted. And I will kind of gesture to myself and kind of in reference to the healing potion that he gave Warren. And then I'll kind of gesture over towards Flint with the wand. And I will say, at this point, I think my companions and I will give you enough trust that if you say you will leave, and you will leave and not trouble these lands anymore, then do so. If you wish to come with us yourself and provide what aid you are able, you can perhaps gather any kobolds who will follow you and lead them away as well. I look at my companions and kind of like raise my eyebrow and kind of, do you have anything to add?
If it's fear of not being able to fight off these kobolds with us, I might be able to help you with that. I have this elixir that grants anyone bravery.
Licks who?
Elixir.
I don't know this E feller.
Well,
And who's he licking?
oh my. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll be more than happy to join you. He looks at Hack and leans against his head and kind of rubs his head and he whispers something into his ocular ear, whatever they have, I don't know. And Hack turns around and actually goes back out of the cavern. He'll join us back at the quarry if we all make it.
I had a question. Just popped into my head. The Velociraptor, Hack, did he have a saddle or was he like barebacking him?
You're under the assumption he was riding him, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was under the assumption.
Yeah, he never rode him.
I just
They
think that's a
they kinda-
cool image, man. Just riding a velociraptor.
Dude, play some Eberron.
There might
Play
be
a
some times when Hack rides me, but that's just a whole different thing. Well, who's going to go down this here rope first? I'm joining you, but I'm far from the bravest. So I'll let you know that right now.
Yeah, I guess I'll lead the way since I'm already holding the rope. And
You see
Yeah.
Sirkin grab the rope with both hands, put his feet onto the knots, and begin to descend. And with that descent, go ahead and make me an athletics check, please.
okay,
Oh, this is not going to end well.
What's the range on that wand? You said the hole was 25 feet down, right?
20.
20.
20. Okay.
I got an
The
8.
ro-
What'd you get?
8.
Teen.
You see Sirkin begin to shinny down this rope, smug look on his face, and miss one of the knots. And all you see is this pie face as he falls down and just disappears into the hole for 7 points of damage as you land on your back.
Jesus.
Wind knocked out, prone. Make a perception check while you're down there sucking wind.
Okay. Uh, 13.
13, you just notice that you're in a large cavern. It's probably 60 feet long by 40 feet wide. You see an exit against the eastern wall. That's before you get to the exit. There's like a path of sand that's bracketed by 2 murky pools. And you see the backside of something running down that corridor and turning a corner to the south. Warren, you watched Sirkin fumble and fail miserably. Surprisingly, he fell without a sound.
Really?
You see Nighttail look down the hole, look at the three of you, grab the rope, and attempt to make his way down to assist him. And just shimmies down this thing, just all the way down to the ground. His pawed feet touch down beside you, Sirkin. He looks at you, looking around from side to side, trying to get in a low profile and trying to cradle you to make sure you're all right.
Oh, that's sweet.
His little scaly hands brushing your forehead. They're there now.
The first step was one hell of a jaunt, wasn't it? Warren, what would you like to do?
I will go ahead and go down next.
Okay, make that same athletics check, please.
So I'm prone on the ground next to Sirkin. I got a 4.
And you got 4 points of damage as you sail down towards him.
A little bit of blood trickled out of like the side of Warren's mouth.
I
So
cushion his
you and
fall.
Flint see Warren disappear in the hole at terminal velocity. Which one of you would like to join your comrades down below?
Debbie, you're still up here, right? Top side?
I'm topside. I'm right here with you,
All
Flint.
right.
Start covering the hole.
All right. I got an idea. Well, Stebby, if you want to accompany me on the way down, you're more than welcome to. I did purchase some climbing gear when we were in town.
You did. That's right.
So Flint is going to seeing everyone else drop. He will like to put on his climbing gear, and that would at least allow me to not fall more than 25 feet from the point of where I anchored myself. So I'm going to anchor myself and then go down.
Okay. You managed to go all the way down. Was he on your back or no?
Fuck yeah, I'm on his back.
Stebby was
Okay.
on my back. He's my like I'm his
Like
velociraptor.
fucking Quado. All the way down. So you guys make it down to the floor. You see that Circuit's on his back, Warren's on his back. You see Nighttail trying to help him. Let me describe this room for you, and I'll even send a picture if I can make this thing work for me. The room is 60 feet long by 40 feet wide. Bracketing the only exit out of this cavern are two murky pools sitting in the north and south ends. What would you like to do?
Well, Warren will get up, take stock of himself, curse that he lost, 4 more hit points, and look around.
At that point, Cirkin will try to get up as well.
Yeah, you guys are.
Holding his
I
back.
mean, unless you guys went below 0, you guys pop back up.
Okay.
You see,
What are those marks that appear to be in the middle of the room?
okay,
The
the
murky pools.
those are the two
Oh.
murky pools. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like an anglerfish. Thing hanging over.
Nothing
And I'll-
bad
and that-
can possibly
Yep.
happen.
Okay. Stebby is going. I'd like to kind of look around that. You said it's like 60 by 40?
Yes. 60 feet long from east to west, and 40 from north to south,
Okay.
with an exit against the eastern portion of the cavern.
How far can I see in this room?
You can probably see the full 60. It's not very bright at all, but it's
Okay.
not dark.
Can I do like an investigation check around that pool and see if
Which one? There's 2 of them.
both pools.
Okay.
Well, first, is it a rock or a dirt or a straw floor?
It's more of like a sandy floor.
Okay. I'd like to do an investigation check around both of those pools and see if it looks like anything may have come in or out of the water.
Okay.
Like, drag marks or feet or anything like that.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's anything lurking in the water.
And it reaches up and grabs Stabby.
That's a 17.
17. You don't see anything that looks trailing in and out of the water, but in the water itself, from where you are, you can see that it's probably only about 2.5, 3 feet deep. You see there's a lot of just sickly looking tadpoles swimming in each one. Just rancid looking. They look like they've got algae or mildew or something on their bodies and stuff, and they're just kind of swimming around. They see something get close to the water's edge. They kind of get close to where you are. You go in the water?
Do I go in the water?
Sure.
No.
No. Okay.
I turn back to the group and explain what I've seen. Hey, guys, it doesn't look like anything has come in or out of the water, but the pools are full of tadpoles, and they seem to be, as you approach the water, they come up to investigate. I don't know what to make of that. Warren, maybe, through your travels, there's something.
What do I look like? Some like land hugger? No. Tree hugger? No.
Some vagabond
No.
just traveling around from place to
Ugh.
place.
No.
I turned my attention
you
away
actually, you actually like describe murky, like tadpoles in a murky pond, and Warren's just like, ugh.
So I look at our ranger. You're playing a ranger, right, Sirkin?
Yes.
So I look at our ranger and I said, for what I described, does this sound like anything that you've ever encountered before? I just want to make sure that these tadpoles don't all of a sudden like jump out of the water and attack us all, because they seem kind of friendly.
Can I do a history check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Clutching at sand here.
Ooh, that's good. I got a 20.
20. You know that you've come across in your travels subterranean caverns that have housed water that have pooled together. Found different kinds of life forms in those pools from time to time, but you've never seen tadpoles that looked this bad in your life. I mean, these look very, very sickly.
Okay, I explained that to Stabby, that I haven't really encountered tadpoles like this specifically before, and so maybe it's kind of cause for concern.
Well,
Say burn them.
let's
Oh, sorry.
let
That was out of character. My bad.
Jeez.
let's see if we can maybe deal with the kobolds who might be down here. I think they're a more immediate threat than the tadpoles. And like Warren's like got his like kind of like hands together, and he's like gripping like the edge of like his like cloak, gathering it close as he walks by the pool. Like, ugh.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get too close to the water.
I just wanted to, I don't know if you want me to roll for this, but where we're at down in the tunnel, is it more, is the room like moist, like it's more humid?
Yeah,
or...
well, it's cooler down here than
It's-
it is
it's
up
cooler?
above. Yeah,
Okay.
it might have something to do with the water as well. I mean, you don't hear dripping or anything, but it just feels cooler. You know, like the deeper you go into the earth, the cooler it seems
cooler
to
it
get.
is.
Yeah. So
The hole is moist, Flint.
Right. And we came down that big tunnel.
down that dry hole with the beads.
Okay. Stebby says, I don't think this is much of anything. I'm just being particularly cautious.
That's probably because you took 3 to the head in the other room.
I might be a little concussed from my fall to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So I motioned to the rest of the party to head east to where I think you said it kind of doglegs south.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes. You see that there's the exit out of the east. Looks like the corridor goes for about 25 feet and then turns down to the south.
Okay. So I
At this
motioned.
point, I'm gonna relay to the group. When I did fall my back down here, I did see something run in the eastern direction. I don't know if it was a kobold. I just saw something scatter and run towards that direction. So
And you're just now mentioning this. Ah, Lordy.
yeah, you know,
Warren will kind of like creep up to the like entrance into that tunnel. Not actually going into the tunnel just yet, and we'll just like kind of motion everyone to be like quiet for a moment as he listens. Would you like a perception check?
I would. I thought you were going to roll it already.
I was just confirming. That's a 16.
16. You hear what it sounds like water coming from the southern portion where it dovetails down.
Mm-hmm. I'll kind of motion the others forward and just kind of say, after a moment, Warren will just say, I only hear water up ahead. So let's be cautious. That may mask anyone who is down there.
I agree.
Yep.
Concur.
Well, I really don't want to go first, but why don't you give the DM your marching order?
Warren is not going first either. Warren is happy to go anywhere in the middle.
All right. Flint will go first.
Very well.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
all right. I guess they're gonna go last. So Nighttail can be in the middle.
All right.
He's lucky, Pierre.
Well, thank you for putting me in there. I'll appreciate it. So tell me what you would like to do, Flint, as you look at this 25-foot deep hallway before it turns to the south.
Cautiously just go around the corner and see what's on the other side.
Okay. As you enter, go down 25 feet, turn to the south, and you see that the hallway becomes more jagged. at it's about 40 feet long or so, but the last 20 feet of it is just cluttered with rubble, like larger boulders, jagged edges of boulders and stuff that just seem to be choking this part of the tunnel before it looks like it opens onto something.
Does this look like a natural collapse, or is this like they were throwing dirt and boulders and stuff to the side?
Go ahead and make your
Let me-
investigation check.
All right. Come on, roll something good. Fuck. 5. I am not
Wow.
rolling for
Well, what do you see up there, dwarf? You see a bunch of
I don't know.
rock.
I see a bunch of collapsed boulders and rocks. I'm not sure if
And it's probably only about maybe 2.5 feet off the floor, but it definitely chokes the last part of this tunnel.
we're just gonna have to. We go through it, right?
Yeah, you can
We
walk
just go
through it.
up
It's
and
just
over?
difficult
Alright.
terrain. So
All right. I don't know if this is natural collapse or if they were preventing people to go through, but let's just go over it carefully and just beware of the jagged edges. And then
course.
Flint will actually move. What did I do? Flint will move up onto the top of the pile of rubble,
okay.
and then take a look in and see what else he sees.
From what you can see from on top of this rubble, you see it. You can't see the sides of this room that it opens onto, but you do see that there's a large pool of water that's in the middle of it. And as you're looking down at it, you could tell that at the end of the hallway you're in, there's probably like a 5-foot, maybe 7-foot piece of shoreline to this pool. And even from where you are, you can see that on the opposite side of the pool, more to the south, you see that there's another 5-foot portion of shoreline, as well as an exit directly across from you. But other than that, you can't see anything else off your peripheral, not from where you're
Alright.
standing.
Well, guys, I hope you brought your swimming trunks. It looks like we might be doing some swimming. And I'll explain the room to everyone as you described. You know, there's like a 5-foot clearing in front of us, and the rest is submerged with water. But on the other end, there appears to be an exit. This is the only way that it seems to go through.
It's the only way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
It's eerily quiet in this room, right? Do we hear water trickling or
You just hear
anything
the
else?
water, what sounds like the water itself in the middle of the room, possibly dripping from the ceiling above. It almost sounds like that drip, drip, drip,
All right.
drip, drip, you know, occasionally.
All right, Flint's probably gonna take one for the team. He is going up to the 5-foot clearing in front of the water, and he wants to roll an investigation to see if he sees any of those friendly tadpoles in this pool
Okay.
as well.
As you step out of the corridor and step onto the sand, you notice that there are 2 kobolds on either side of this exit with these spears, and they both gaff at you at their legs. And because they're so close together, they actually get packed tactics.
Okay.
First one will hit, and I think the second one is going to hit as well. For, hang on a second. 18 is going to hit you, right?
18 will hit, yes.
Okay. For 7 points of damage, and you're knocked prone as this thing strikes you, as they both strike you in the leg.
All right,
From
I'm
you
gonna
guys in the hallway,
scream out.
you watch Flint climb down the rubble, exit the tunnel, look at the water, and immediately you just see these iron spears come out, and you see these kobolds, and you see him just collapse down right onto the shoreline. To be, you're next in line.
I am. I'm I'm gonna attack the kobold on the right. So I'm gonna kind of jump out into that room a little bit in that 5-foot clearing, and immediately kind of turn to my right and attempt to attack the first kobold
Okay.
with my rapier. Oh, fuck yes, hard 20.
Oh, the hard 20.
But with my plus, it was a 25.
Of course it was. I actually forgot something on you, Flint, you bastard. Gonna give me some damage to be, or what are we doing here?
13.
13?
And then because I rolled a hard 20, I get
Oh, you gotta back that shit up, yeah. What's the max damage of that?
max damage of piercing is 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. So
11.
11. Where'd you get the 13?
I think it already calculated it because I
Flint's
did.
math.
It was a 2d8 plus 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
2d8.
It's 2d8 because I rolled. It's beyond D&D already calculated because I rolled a hard 20.
Okay.
It already did it. So 13.
Well,
There's
you
a
come out of
critical
this
13.
tunnel with a fucking fury and just with your rapier, you just pierce this dude right through the heart. You see the kobold drop his spear. Ah. And let's roll some initiative.
All right.
I think we already have initiative.
I need to give me just a half a moment. Don't you do that, I'll edit your ass out.
Hey, I don't want dead air. Come
Hey,
on.
there's no dead air.
Shh, everybody be quiet.
You better be quiet. I don't want to hear that anymore. 2. Sirkin, what do you got?
6.
Stabi.
22.
Damn. Warren.
Warren has a 19.
Flint.
6.
Which one of you guys has the highest dex, by the way?
I would probably guess that Sirkin does.
Sirkin does? All right.
Yeah, probably +2.
Yeah, I'm a
14.
-1.
And then, so Sirkin, you're gonna go before Flint? Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Stabi, you just went.
Yep.
Who's next? Oh, yeah, okay. Duh. The other kobold next to you on the other side sees you and attempts to strike you with the same spear. Misses. And across the pond, you see this arrow fire across it. 17.
He's attacking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit.
For 6 points of damage. Warren, you
I'll say-
see all hell breaking loose on the other side of this rubble.
Okay. So I see Stabby. Do I see the kobold with the spear next to Stabby who just attacked him?
Yeah, you see him come across. He's actually pretty much right in front of the tunnel.
Okay.
The stubby came out and went to the right, and he was at the left, so he went forward. So he's pretty much right in your line of fire right now.
Oh, good. Okay, lovely. I'm so glad he's framed himself so nicely for me, because he's about to get an Eldritch Blast. That is a 23 to hit.
God damn. You taking notes, Flint?
That
Trying
is,
to.
however, only a 5 force damage, and then the kobold also takes an additional 2 points of fire damage.
Oh yeah, he's still doing okay. Yes.
And then if Warren can, without like getting in anyone's way, he's either gonna like move back past like Sirkin and Nighttail, or like Warren will just kind of like step to one side and kind of like hug the wall, get out of the way,
Okay.
and that's his turn.
Stubby, make a perception check. I can't hear you.
Rolled a 3.
3.
What pretty
You see
stars,
that the
sir?
kobold has kind of leaned back a little as he took this damage. Sirkin. Now you're pretty deep into this tunnel right now. What would you like to do?
Have I seen all the action like unfold in front of me? Like I'm able to
It's
see
pretty hard to
everything?
tell because the window that you're viewing it through is probably maybe 3 foot in diameter from where you are because of the boulders that are been stacked in this tunnel and how far it is away from the end. You just see like a couple flashes of metal. You hear a bunch of "Ooh, ooh," and then of course you see Warren's blast, just go sailing down the corridor, and then he gets out of the way to kind of hide.
Okay. I mean, at that point, Sirkin kind of realizes that someone is attacking the group. So at that point, he's going to pull out both of his short swords and try to climb over the rubble and see if he can try to attack anyone within reach.
Okay, what's your distance? What's your movement? 30?
My speed, yeah, 30 feet.
Okay, so you'll probably just get to the mouth of the cavern. You won't be able to get out because it's cost you. I think it's double movement to go through it.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just get to the foot of the opening right there and just
Okay.
That's it.
Nighttail does the same thing. Gets pretty close up right behind you. Draws out his spear. Stabi.
I'm gonna attack that other kobold
Okay.
with my rapier. Whoops, wrong dice. That is going to be a 7.
7 does not make it. You see him. Did you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I want to. How close am I to this guy?
5 feet. Actually, probably 7 feet because he leaned back. And he's going to lean back again. So,
I'm gonna move back 10 feet.
okay. With his spear, he attempts to attack you. That still puts you in range.
17 feet puts him in range.
Well,
I
he'll,
was
he'll move
7
up 5 feet then.
Okay.
He'll move forward 5 feet to get to that. Because the
Okay.
spear's got 10 feet range. It's got range on the spear.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to hit you. Not with 13.
Nope, he misses.
Okay. Warren. This guy has kind of moved away from the opening of the tunnel at this point.
Okay.
Did you skip Flint?
I said Warren.
Yeah.
No, I said, but
did
have you skipped Flint?
Oh shit, I did, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I was supposed to go before.
Oh, you were supposed
Stabby.
to go. No, you were actually supposed to go before Nighttail.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna use my movement to get up,
Oh,
and
that's right, you were prone.
I was prone. Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure I
wish
get
I
up.
had known that.
Yeah, that's why when
You
you,
would've
I felt like you
attacked
skipped me. I was like, shit, man, no, I got to get up. Get up, and you said they're using spears. Like, is any of the 2 kobolds? I know one got pushed back, but was the initial one that Stabi hit? Is he still in my range?
The initial one is dead.
Oh, the initial
The one that
okay.
Warren hit is still alive and is pretty close to you, probably about 5 feet from you. But there's also one across the pond by the southern exit. Make a perception check while you're there, as you're pulling yourself up off this sandy shoreline here.
Finally, something good. 21.
21. You notice the water is rippling and making its way towards the edge where you guys are at.
Distance-wise, how far? Or
Probably
just
still about. Gotta look at my map real quick. Still probably about 10 feet away from the shoreline.
all right. I'm gonna draw out my mace and try to strike the kobold that's in front of me, and miss horribly. I'm still a little wobbly from getting surprise attacked with an 8.
Damn.
So, big miss.
So as we go back through the initiative, came back up, Stabby, then the Kobold, back to you, Warren.
Okay, so do I have a clear
Back to
sight?
You still
Um,
don't see him, no, because he still would have moved. We just Stubby and the Kobold instead of going up here. I had to move Flint up there real quick.
No.
But
I'm not
everything
worried
still
about that.
happened simultaneous.
So can I see the kobold that is with the spear? Do I have line of sight?
The spear?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's to the side of the
Okay,
the
so he
exit.
stepped away. Can I
Yeah.
see the kobold across the pond? Because I do have 120-foot vision.
Yeah, we'll say he's right across the way from you.
Awesome. Guess what he's getting to the face?
A lot of that getting it to the face. Just like to dump it on people's face, don't you?
I mean, it's what I do.
Oh shit!
That is a 23 to hit.
God dang!
Can I use your dice?
D&D Beyond, man. Okay, so that is 8 force damage and another 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
I
You
just
see
kind
from
of-
across the way, you see him get rocked. Look back at you. Looks like he wants to do something, but he's not doing anything yet.
Okay. And then
Flint.
Warren is once again going to like make himself like less conspicuous.
Okay. Flint, you notice that something begins to crest the water line, and you see these 2 large snapping turtles crest the sand and actually start making their way towards you and Stubby. And that is where we will stop.
Stabby! No!
Turtle power, man.
Just
Oh,
gnarly fucking turtles.
you
I
get
wish we could do
Michelangelo, I'll
this.
get Luigi.
Luigi, he's not part of those
Luigi.
guys.
You like a plumber turtle? What?
No,
We're
Ninja
plumbing all day
Turtle.
long. Gosh darn it.
Leonardo.
Oh, Leonardo. Nah.
Luigi.
I thought it was Luigi.
Oh man.
Good grief.